Cicero District 99 staff, welcome to the 2024-2025 school year. We hope that you've had an incredibly relaxing and enjoyable summer and that you're as excited to move forward together as we are as we start this new school year. This year, we welcome to our staff more than 50 new staff members, new hires, teachers, related service providers, and administrators. To your left and to your right, you'll find people that are here for one goal, and that's to improve student outcomes. Together, I'd like to welcome all of you, myself and the Executive Council, Dr. Mary Misick, Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services, Elizabeth Neelan, Assistant Superintendent of Student Services, and our Chief Information Officer, Brian Snyder. District Executive Directors, Directors, and support staff have continued to work behind the scenes all summer to ensure that you have what you need day to day to improve your professional practice. It's set up with everything you need to be successful for this school year. See, when we started together in 21-22, you may recall, we started a book titled We Move Forward Together, a pre-K to 8 school district of how we improve student outcomes. With the book, the goal was for the district to ensure that we're doing as adults everything we can to have an impact on our student outcomes. The first chapter that we wrote together was called Changing the Narrative. And in this chapter, we accomplished a lot. We worked on a strategic plan, we focused on building trust. We worked as a district as we returned to in-person learning. Our second chapter was titled Collective Efficacy. It was filled with a shared belief that our actions directly influence student outcomes. And so last year, the possibilities. This chapter was the first time we ever had 30 additional minutes for our students to be able to learn from you, build relationships with one another, and they learned and had better improvements in math and in reading. This year, we took feedback from our staff. Last year, the committee, which was composed of you, the staff, and administrators, and we've made tweaks to the extended day, and we're ready to hit the ground running for the additional 30 minutes with our students. In addition to that, we provided PD and Amplify, math, special education, and others. And to this point, we've had 10,000 walkthroughs in the last 3 years, and we've done that to help improve learning and teaching in our classrooms. As a district, we want to do whatever we can to help improve our student outcomes. As a result, we conducted an audit of our special education programming last school year with an independent consultant. This year, we've already begun to address the findings: leadership, multi-age classrooms, professional development, and improved communication. As you can see, these are the very merits of our strategic plan. We also realize, as Sam Sinek says, we are responsible for taking care of those in our charge: staff, students, and the community. Our students are in all of our charge. We as adults are the catalysts that help all of our students reach their full potential. What if I told you that the time you spent with your students is the most impactful time in a child's development? Would you think of your role differently? Would you change anything about your professional practice? Would you reflect more as to how you can make a bigger impact in the lives of your students? Our interactions with each other are meaningful, and the interactions with our students are the same. This year, I challenge you to reflect on the impact you have with your students. Is there anything that you can do differently that would have a greater impact on your student outcomes? Is there a simple routine that you can change or establish that would want to make your students want to come to school? Is there an approach that you could take that would ensure that all of your students will learn the material? I'm not asking you to work any harder, but what I'm asking is that you reflect on the impact that you have on your students, your colleagues, and the community. We need to trust one another. We need to challenge one another. We need to hold each other accountable, and we need to hold each other to high standards. Build relationships with one another. Ask questions. Learn from our mistakes, and focus on continuing to improve our student outcomes. If we move forward together in this fashion, that everything we do will be memorable and remarkable because our student outcomes will continue to improve. We as educators and support staff have the opportunity to do more than, say, change the stock market or societal norms. We have the opportunity to change lives. Every action, every word, everything we do can have a significant impact on our student outcomes. On behalf of the Board of Education, myself, and the Executive Council, I wish you and your colleagues a very successful 24-25 school year, and I can't wait to see the impact that you have on your students day in and day out. Let's move forward together. Here we go.